Sup, bitch. So, let me turn around the camera real quick. Hello. Whoop. So, this guy, which I just designed, is called, I think I would name him Bryce. But his nickname would probably be something like the Bubble Shredder or something. So, this is another Celestials hero I designed, and I already said his name. And he would be an air element hero. And as you can tell, he's mostly just a human, but I'll explain his special qualities. But first, the design, you can tell I kind of went with like this lime and pink and a little bit of yellow and white design for the most part. And you can tell he's supposed to be kind of like a cool guy as a character, right? So you can see he has a hoverboard, and this kind of looks like the one from Back to the Future. He has, how do you say it, like skateboard protection. He has a little gap in his pants here with some wounds. He has a special belt, which I will explain soon. A little chain with a cross, lightning bolt decorations on his body warmer, a simple t-shirt, another wound, gloves with metal pins, a slingshot, and then he has sunglasses. He has a, how do you call it again? A band-aid on his nose. He's blowing a special type of bubblegum. He has a hat. Oh wait, I forgot to color that little part there. Whoopsie. And then he has blonde hair with like fire tip accents. Kind of like Johnny Test. So you can tell this is supposed to be kind of like a cool guy again. And so for his backstory and his attacks, let's go over that. Okay. So this Bryce guy, it would basically just be a human that is born with special, like, how do you say it? This sounds very weird, but he would have special mouth powers. So you can tell he's blowing this bubblegum, so that would mainly be his thing. This is like a special bubblegum that would let him do all kinds of things, and only he would be able to blow it to use its powers. That sounded wrong. And so you can also tell he has a slingshot and a hoverboard. But this hoverboard here, you can tell it also has little skate wheels. Well, this is because it can turn into a skateboard as well. So, he can use the skateboard in close-up combat to hit his enemies with. He can slap them with the skateboard. And then for traveling and also flying around in combat, he can fly around on his hoverboard when the wheels crank onto the inside, and you can tell it's kind of like a technology, how do you say it, a sci-fi hoverboard. He would also be able to hit you with his protection pieces because they're kind of sharp and made of metal. And then in this belt, in those little metal pieces there, he stores his special bubblegum, and so it kind of like infinitely regenerates. Then he also has metal pins on his gloves to beat enemies with, so this is kind of like brass knuckles. And then he has his slingshot to combine his bubblegum with. So, the special bubblegum, think of it kind of like Steven Universe. He would be able to, how do you say it? If he would like fly around, he would be able to blow the bubblegum into really big like bells, and he would be able to trap people inside. And different bubblegum could also do different things, but there wouldn't be too many variations. So the standard one is the blue one, but he would also have maybe like a green one, which would be like acidic, so with acid inside. And this would be very useful because he could just trap enemies inside, and they would their skin would start to melt away. So yeah, so he would be able to trap people inside, but the bubbles would be very strong, so this would also act as a shield for survivors that he would have to save, and victims. And then he would be able to jump on the bubbles floating around the air like a trampoline. He would be able to put them in a slingshot and shoot them at people, and they would kind of blow up like an airbag and slam into their face. So you can tell it's a simple power, but pretty strong actually. And you also have to imagine he can fly around whilst doing this, and he can hit you with a skateboard. The skateboard also acts like a kind of shield that he would be able to use. So you can tell, simple character, strong power. And he would also be able to combine this, if you think about it. If he would fight with other heroes as well together. So he would be very good with combining attacks of other heroes with his bubblegum. And he would be able to do all kinds of crazy things. When you really think about all the combinations you could do. I think. Wait for his backstory. I don't have that much backstory yet for this character. Let me think for a second. Yeah, I don't have that much else to say about him. Also, this video is recorded at the same time I recorded the Shroom Smash video, and I'm starting to notice these are two characters I don't have that much to talk about yet, so these videos are pretty short. Because I don't think there's anything else I have to say about him. Yeah, that should be most of it. Okay. So we're done here. Whoop. I hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next one. Bye, bitch.